I tried stem cell therapy in Colombia, and I'm about to tell you what went horribly wrong. My name is Terry Mitsas. I'm a former IFBB professional bodybuilder. I've won Mr. Australia 5 times. I've won Mr. World. I used to compete as an IFBB professional in the golden era of the 90s against people like Ronnie Coleman, Flex Wheeler, Lee Priest, all the top champions of the time. Now these days, I've owned and ran gyms for the last 35 years. These days, I just train people. Over the years, I've helped thousands of people reach their health goals, and I'm still doing that now, but more private than public. I'm gonna start right at the beginning of when my first visit was to BioXcelerator in Medellin, Colombia. The first time I went was 2022 after COVID. I had booked in a Zoom call with the doctors. We spoke, they worked out a plan for me. I paid $50,000 Australian up front. I waited for 6 months to get in. I finally got in, I went over there. The place was nice, the people were nice, the doctors were friendly. Everything was perfect. So I went about, I had my joints injected. The day of injection of my joints, unfortunately, my wife rang me from Australia saying that my father had just passed away, which wasn't ideal for my body absorbing the cells, but it is what it is. I continued, I stayed there, I did the treatment. After that, I came back, I was doing the rehab exercises, and things had improved a little bit. After about 3-4 months, I probably felt about 15 to maybe no more than 20% difference. At the 4-month period, I was hoping to get more, but at that point, my wife got really bad cancer. So I had to give up on everything and concentrate on my wife, which took nearly over a year to get her back to good health. At this period, I decided to go back because I wanted to really get the full effect of the stem cells. So I had to make a choice, and the 2 years had passed of where to go, whether I was going back to BioXcelerator in Medellin or whether a lot of other players come into the game. They have a place in Panama where Anthony Robbins had been, Mel Gibson sent his father, Joe Rogan sent his mother. But again, I was more inclined, it was between either BioXcelerator or a place called in Mexico, CPI. But I picked Medellin because I'd been there, so I thought I'll go there, and this time it was going to cost me $40,000 instead of $50,000. So I booked everything, planned, and we're off to Colombia, which was last year, April. And off we went to Colombia, 32-hour trip from my house to the hotel, took 32 hours to get there. And this is what happened when I got there. So now I've arrived back in Colombia for the second time, all excited. I did all my prep. I had my weight come down. I was physically fit, healthy. My blood work was good. Everything was good. I was excited to receive the stem cells and get the full benefit this time because I didn't last time and blame myself for that. So when I got there, I was excited to see the doctors and the nurses, but then I was taken back looking around and I didn't recognize anyone. I'm thinking, well, where's all the same doctors and nurses? It's only 2 years. I asked one of the nurses, where are they all? And they said they've all moved on. They left of their own accord to other jobs. So that was a red flag for me there at then, because I think, how can these new doctors have any experience with stem cells if they've only been here for a few months and they didn't come from experience? So I had all my MRIs. I had paid the $40,000 up front and 4 months out. And when you pay your money up front,